You can always watch the Junkies every single minute on watchthejunkies.com, and you can watch us on TV at 6:32 on the Fox 5 News Morning. Lots of ways to consume this product.
I love it.
Yes.
And of course, watchjunkies.com is sort of on a loop.
Yes.
They run us, and then it turns into Watch Chad Dukes, and then run us, and then it's Watch Chad Dukes.
Yep.
It's just sort of that all day long. Make sure you check it out.
I believe today is a travel day for Chad Dukes as he heads out towards
Well, did you see
Glendale,
what time he got
Arizona.
up? I think he got up at 3:30.
Oh, he did?
Catch a flight. So
Really?
I'm guessing if they forced him to get up that early,
He's
they're
gonna be doing a show.
expecting him to do a show today.
Really?
I mean, I could be wrong.
I don't think so.
Bill's on this afternoon.
Oh, Bill's on? Okay, good for him. Good for him.
So-
But I believe
so
Grant and Danny
Danny
are scrambling to get credentialed, correct? Are they off today, too?
The 11th hour credentials, I'm sure that's going to be fun.
Well, I think they have them, but it's just, it's one of those
to
deals.
get there, grab them, and get into
Are they
we've
already
done
out
that
there?
before.
I don't know. I think they may travel today, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they travel today, too. They're probably off today, and then beyond
Our
Thursday.
experience-
Probably.
The morning show's not going, though.
That's true.
You know what?
They're going to send every other employee, but not the morning show.
I'm actually thankful. I enjoy being here. There's a part of me that likes kind of the hullabaloo and all, just
Right.
being there. And it's wild when Barry Sanders walks by and Terry Bradshaw's over there and Frank Caliendo drops his bags off with us. I mean, that's always kind of cool but it's a lot of travel. We
Travel
always
part
end up.
sucks. You're right.
Here's why we're not there. And I promise you, because for 18 years we've complained every time
Right,
we go.
of course.
Okay, and we can't help ourselves. But when they book us a hotel 45 minutes from all the action, and we have to rent 9 vehicles, and it's a hassle to get the credentials on time.
Yeah, and then when they say, "Oh, your flight is landing in whatever, say Miami at 5:50," and the credential place closes at 6 p.m.
right,
Yeah, right.
and it's
Then
2 hours away.
It's kind of stressful.
right.
There's usually a problem.
There's usually 900 problems.
Yeah, so I
and
understand.
we voice it,
And I agree with you.
and I think, but here's the thing, and I think management doesn't really want to hear that for 3 days.
Right.
Yeah, I
They're
actually-
over
That's
it.
what it comes
They're
down
over
to.
I
that
actually
bit.
thought it was because of the number of people you'd have to send with our show, which would be at minimum 5. But then
Well-
when I heard every other person in the company was going, I said, well, that's not it.
I mean, when we heard Colette, the receptionist, was going, we really lost our ass.
Yeah, they're sending
when
interns.
we heard that,
Yeah.
that really upset
So
us.
I would
never
agree with you.
That's never prevented them from sending us before.
I would agree with you. I think it's because we always do complain.
We complain, and they don't want to hear us complain for 3 days.
And honestly, I
That's what
don't
it
want
is.
to go.
right,
I don't.
right. But you just wish for a moment that you were there
it's
in all
it's
the
cool
action.
to be there when you watch on NFL Network and
If
see
you
all the
could
people.
teleport,
Oh, we'd be there in a heartbeat.
right? If
Yeah.
you could, what is that, Star Trek where they do
Yeah,
that bit?
sure.
I don't watch those shows, Cakes. You'd have to tell me.
Beam me up, Scotty.
If you could beam me up and I could just land right there in Radio Row and then send me back to my basement so I can play sit and goes,
Yeah.
I would be good.
No,
well,
I agree.
if you develop that technology, get me in on the ground floor
Greatest.
because you're going to be a multi-billionaire.
But the major problem, you're right, is the travel, and then when you get out there, we're 600 miles away from everything.
Right. And the
And
thing
if you
is,
want to go to parties,
right.
I mean, think about it. If we were out there, we'd have to get up at what time?
oh,
We'd have to
get
do
up
the
at like
show.
2 in the morning.
We have to do the show at 4.
Right.
Their time, 4 a.m.
Right. You think we wouldn't complain?
So you'd have to get up at 3.
Oh, no. 2:30 probably.
Yeah, you probably, because we'd
we'd
be
be
as far
45 minutes away.
But isn't
Yeah,
our
because you-
complaining endearing to people?
Because you'd be in
Not to
Scottsdale and
management.
Radio Row would be in Phoenix.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you were in Scottsdale, you'd have no desire to go to Phoenix.
And there's no chance
sure you wouldn't.
they'd allow us to tape the show.
no. It's you know
No.
what? It's a blessing.
Yeah, I agree.
Consider it a blessing.
Look, I'm agreeing with you.
yeah. Yeah.
I just think it's funny.
Yeah. It's just the way it is.
So we did not get to participate in Super Bowl media today. Thank God.
Well,
Wow.
usually we don't show up until
I don't-
Wednesday or Thursday
I don't
anyway.
think we miss much.
Yeah.
Jason, what about next year?
Where is
next
it next
It's
year?
in where? Miami?
San Francisco.
Oh, I'm
man,
out. I'm out.
I love San Francisco. That's one of my favorite cities.
No.
One of my top 3 favorite.
Okay, it's fine. You can go on vacation.
What are your other two in
I
the
would
top
go-
3?
Boston,
Okay.
And Chicago.
Chicago.
Chicago's up there?
Look, I'm just
New-
naming
I've been
it
to
for you.
one of the 3. I've been to Boston.
New York City's in there too. I mean, I'd say Chicago, New York City tied.
Yeah.
I love Boston. I love San Francisco.
Okay.
I really do.
All right. Well, I'm
San
out.
Francisco's awesome.
I'm out on the San Francisco.
You don't want to
side.
go to
Why?
Levi
Because-
Stadium at all.
I mean, just suck it up, take a Dramamine, go to sleep.
Well, we just talked about it. You'd have to do the show at 3 a.m. out there, not 4.
right.
So then you have to get up at 1:30. Actually, you probably would never sleep.
Yeah.
Hey, put Fox 5 on so Mike can see where we are.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That'll help us.
We're going to be on in just a few minutes with our friends at Fox 5.
Pretty big 49ers fan.
Who, Jason?
Hates the city that his team's from.
Never been there.
Come on, man. We go to Napa. Make a big weekend out of it.
I'm seriously, I cannot stand flying that
Be
far.
slugging wine all weekend.
I've told people this a million times. You couldn't pay me money
to go where?
to go to Hawaii.
Sure,
Really?
you could.
That's
If
stupid.
the
I'm
amount
just
of money
telling
is
you
That's a
right
dumb-
now.
If the
First of all,
amount of
dumb.
money
I'm
was
telling
correct.
you couldn't
All right,
pay me
I'm
to
just
do
telling
it.
you that's
if
a
I gave you
stupid
100 grand to
position.
go to Hawaii, you would go.
Of course
All right,
you would
well,
go.
100 grand. All right, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
come on.
Of course, I would go.
But you couldn't pay me a reasonable amount.
Of course, here's what you do: you just fly to LA for
You
a
couldn't
day.
pay me $5,000.
Of course, well, that's just dumb, short-sighted.
Not for me.
You fly to LA for the day, enjoy an evening there, and then you hop on another flight.
Flying
and
to
you go
LA would be hell.
Okay, it's not that bad.
And then that's another 6-hour flight to Hawaii.
right. Well, it beats leaning against a car for a week.
I wouldn't do that either. You couldn't pay me to do that either.
Definitely couldn't pay me to do that. I'm with you there. Let's go to Ken in Waldorf. Ken, what's up, buddy?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, Ken,
Hey,
good morning.
What's up,
Doing
man?
all right.
I'm pretty good. Hey, by the way, I don't know, you probably already talked about it, but Marshawn Lynch did an interview with Deion Sanders like later on that day, or I don't know, at some point that night. And he pretty much culminized pretty much everything that he probably would have answered in that 5 minutes and 41 seconds.
Mhm.
Right.
But I think the issue is that sometimes you do get reporters that ask BS questions,
Yeah.
and it creates BS stories.
Yeah.
You know, like for instance, what we just heard today. I mean, how do you call a guy that doesn't give an interview less than, I mean, like a little bit less than a rapist and a pedophile?
Well, that's just my.
I mean, he's being facetious.
Come on,
I mean,
can you work with me? I'm kind of doing
do
a
you
bit here.
understand? It's a little
that's
comedic.
probably the reason why he doesn't give interviews.
Well, it's fine.
No one likes him.
No
though.
one's missing out.
Nobody
Yeah,
likes him.
Look, there's fans and then there's football enthusiasts.
Look, if you.
Fanatics, a lot of reporters are fanatics.
All right, hold
We're
on.
going to have to put you on hold.
Stay
We're
on
about to go on
hold.
Fox
No, we
5.
can hang up on him. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let's say hello to our friends,
trying
the
to be
Sports
polite.
Junkies at 106.7 FM. The Fan in sunny Phoenix this morning, or maybe chilly Atlanta. Good morning, guys.
Hey,
Hey,
Steve, how are
we
you?
missed you. We
Yeah.
missed you. Where you been, buddy?
Welcome back,
You're on
brother.
vacay or what?
I escaped. No, I was out on the West Coast trying to find a little sunshine, but I think I
nice.
drawn back in. You know, to this.
Yeah, you
wonderful
love
cold.
going
Yeah, I
out
mean,
there.
do you have a house in Malibu that we don't know about? You're always out in
yes,
LA.
I do. Right, yeah. Not here, but out there. So, listen, before we get to the Super Bowl, Tiger Woods, it seems like on or off the course, dude still makes headlines no matter what he does.
Yeah, he does. I'll tell you what, I watched that entire interview yesterday. He just looks more relaxed than he usually does. Now, he can be prickly. Even last year when he wasn't playing well, he was still a little bit more relaxed. He might be changing a little bit. I don't know if that's the influence of Lindsay off the course, but anytime he plays, it's a huge story. He hasn't played since early December. And he's got some history at this tournament.
I think it could be because it seems like he's hitting the ball better. Now, in the last tournament where we saw him, he had like 6 chunks, where he was like chili dipping these things that a 15 handicapper wouldn't do. But I think he's going back to his old swing. He's getting more comfortable. I'm expecting big things from Tiger this year. Do you know, Steve, who's won more tournaments on the PGA Tour since 2012? Who's leading the tour in tour wins since 2012?
Why are you're hyping him up? He hasn't won majors, and we know that Tiger Woods is all about winning major tournaments.
It's not Rory McIlroy. It's not Patrick Reed. It's Tiger Woods. He still is a dominant force on this tour. Yes. Nobody's won more on tour since 2012 than Tiger Woods.
Tiger apologist sitting to my right.
No,
big fan.
I actually don't like him.
But he just had an awful year last year with the injuries.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, he's got history here at this tournament, Steve, because in 97 he had the hole-in-one at the 16th. In 99, he had the fans move the boulder for him. Remember that?
Right.
And then and he hasn't played since 2001 because Lurch Papa was throwing oranges at him. So,
Look,
but he's
I mean,
back. He's back.
Maybe he's healthy. Maybe with Lindsay, he's happy and he can relax and just, go not think about things.
He
Who
looks
knows?
like he is, no doubt.
Yeah. So now that we're getting closer and closer to the big game on Sunday, NFL Media Day, your take, do you like it? I mean, it's just a bunch of silliness anymore. Do you like the idea of a Media Day, or should they just get rid of that?
I think it's an absolute farce. I mean, you have people that are asking some of the most ridiculous questions that these players and coaches have encountered throughout the season. I mean, people are just making a comedy show out of the whole thing.
Right. Look, for diehard sports fans, it's silly, as is the Pro Bowl, but they're not getting rid of that either, Steve. It's a major promotional opportunity for the NFL. It's where the Us magazines, the Entertainment Tonights of the world swoop in and give the NFL even more attention. There's no way they're getting rid of it.
Yeah.
No way.
It's just a big circus.
I think that you nailed it, though, because you said sports fans, it's a difference. You know, when's the last time you got good, relevant information as a sports fan out of media day?
Never.
It seems like it's just addressing and looking for the personalities.
You guys
in the league.
just showed video of a guy wearing a barrel and suspenders and nothing else.
Right.
I mean, how can you take
And
that guy seriously?
I apologize for that yesterday. I said I was in L.A., but I really was in Phoenix.
And Steve, where else are you going to get Bill Belichick talking about his favorite stuffed animal?
By the
Or
way,
anything, for that matter.
Other than media day.
He doesn't even know what a stuffed animal is. He was describing a finger puppet.
Yeah, right.
Tells you how out of touch Bill Belichick is.
A finger puppet with a hoodie.
Right.
At this point, Steve, the NFL just rules our life. This is when the NFL completely takes over, and Media Day is just a great example of that.
All right, well, that's in the rearview mirror. Now we can focus on the game. We'll see you guys coming up, I think, at 8 o'clock this morning.
All right,
Perfect.
buddy.
Yep.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Steve.
Cool. All right, thanks, guys. Have a great morning.
Yep.
It's the Junkies at 106.7 FM.
I mean,
Nice to have
here's
Steve
an
back.
example of one line of questioning. This is what was asked to Seahawks punter John Ryan, who's the reporter goes, "You're Canadian?" He goes, "Yup." Reporter goes, "Do you like pontoon?" He says, "What?" The reporter says, "Pontoon." He says, "You mean poutine?" Yes, poutine.
Poutine.
And who wouldn't like that? It's French fries covered in gravy and cheese curds. Of course you're gonna like it.
Pontoon is that song by that country band, right?
I don't know. Like there's pontoon
Pontoon's
boats.
the boat you take the secrets down at the beach.
I'm telling you, there's a song about pontoon.
There probably is.
And by the way, the guy who just called and didn't understand the difference between Case's humor and
Sarcasm.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd ask you, I don't usually do this, I'd ask you never listen again.
No. Listen, but never call.
No, I don't even need him.
Really?
I don't need him.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You can be in the Marshawn Lynch fan club if you want. That's fine.
We'll be okay without him.
Go live with him.
You guys want to hear a compilation of Lynch's answer?
No, I don't.
same
I mean,
thing
if
over and
everybody
over and
else
over?
does,
I don't know.
fine. I've already heard it. I'm not entertained by him.
Yeah.
He's a zero. He does not move the needle for me one iota.
Yeah.
I wish he got. Here's what I hope happens to Marshawn Lynch at some point. He's walking down the street and a big dump truck filled with Skittles buries him alive, and you never hear from him again.
I like it, kid.
He
Yeah, I'd like to
suffocates,
hear-
he
I like
suffocates
it.
from
yeah,
Skittles.
suffocates on Skittles.
I would like to hear the compilation.
Show, take it away. Y'all can sit here and ask me all the questions y'all want to. I'm going to answer with the same answer, so y'all can shoot if y'all please. I'm here so I won't get fined. 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 I'm just here so I won't get fined. Hey, I'm here so I won't get fined. Hey, I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Hey, I'm just here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Hey, I'm here so I won't get fined.
You get the
Hey, I'm
point.
here so I won't get
Yeah, I get the point.
I think they should find him anyway.
Yeah, if I were Roger Goodell, I'm going to have a meeting with him and the Seahawks PR and say, all right, well, we're going to redo the rules.
I mean, can you
where
imagine if
can't just show up.
can you imagine if every single player, right, on both teams and the coaches said, "I'm here because I just don't want to be fined." Every single one of them. You think Goodell would be pissed about that?
Of course.
Well, behind closed doors, I guarantee you he's pissed about this.
Yeah, well,
He has to be.
he can't wait till he retires.
Because one of the biggest stars of his game is making a mockery of Media Day.
Didn't Marshawn Lynch threaten retirement earlier this year?
Yeah.
Or-
Good,
Oh, yeah.
retired.
Goodell's
Nobody's
probably
going to
trying
miss
to
you.
push him out the door.
Except all the 12s.
I mean, he's a good player.
The Kool-Aid drinker 12s will
Oh
miss
my
you.
God.
Drab.
That's the one good thing.
Drab, he's a good player. I'll give you that.
No, he's a great player. The one good thing about Deflategate is I haven't heard a week and a half about the 12s.
Right, well,
It's
just
coming.
gear up for it.
I know it's
Brace
coming.
yourself for
I'd
it.
rather talk about flat footballs than the 12s.
800-636-1067. We're talking about Super Bowl Media Day here on 106.7 The Fan.
Sports Radio 1067 The Fan.